So it's been a quick minute. Welcome back to the commute. So I thought I better touch base. Lots of stuff has been happening. With it's not the election, it's something else, right? That election stuff's crazy noise, man. How can the lady out there in Florida not be in total hot water when I can file my taxes and be a little bit incorrect, and I got to keep it for what, 5 years, and know the tax code, or I'm gonna be up the creek basically, and she can get away with burning ballots and misfiling them and totally jacking them all up. Really don't get it. It's freaking crazy. Anyway, she hopefully that'll all pan out and they'll come to the bottom of it, because I really don't understand the stuff that goes on and how it just can be okay and it just goes away and people are like, meh, and they move on. Someday seems like you gotta fix that, or you're gonna lose confidence in your electoral. You lose that, you don't have anything as far as a democracy and keeping people at bay. You're just gonna get a bunch of pissed off people doing some crazy stuff. Anyway, didn't mean to get political. Just thought I'd drop the line. Lots of stuff going on. Went out yesterday, played with. So I picked up a Hero 7. I actually picked up 2 Hero 7s. Sorry, the wife doesn't know that, but I have 2. And so dope. So, it makes it. It's not that you can't do stuff that it does in software, but it's sick that it does what it does straight out the camera. I can point and click and record, and the hyper smooth is epic. The time warp, super sweet. And again, things I can do within an application, but now I can just actually do it, take it in and edit my footage and get it done and play. And do what I love to do, which is to go get more footage versus correcting and tuning and all the fun stuff that's not so fun with the editing world. So super dope. I wanted to get 2 because I've had some questions on Reddit. I've been posting videos to Reddit, and they're like, "How did you do that?" And what I have is a setup that allows me to run my 2 GoPros kind of side by side. I make sure they're viewing the same thing, videoing the same thing, and I do one in time warp and one in just real time, so that I can be warping and then I can stop and do some what looks like slow motion, even though it's just real time speed, because you're just warping. Anything looks slower, and it's really cool, kind of a fun thing. And they were wondering how it's done, so that's how it's done. I am running 2 cameras at the same time, getting the same footage, never missing a shot, and then I can merge them together, get that cool footage. Speaking of cool footage, I got some epic stuff last night. I gotta go home and play with it. I didn't get to play with it because I had a late night email from GoPro saying that they liked some of my dune submission. So we went to the dunes for Camp Razor this year. Got really lucky, man. It was the last day. We were getting ready to bag it up, go home. I was tired, wore out, but my buddy noticed some guys on a big old booter hitting the kicker and throwing some whips, and came and told me about it. So I got out the Karma drone, went and videoed them. Super good stuff. Loved every minute of it. Have some really good footage from it. And like I said, I've been uploading stuff to GoPro. I've been uploading stuff to them for years. But I actually got some word back this time. And it might end up like everything else, where at least I got their attention. I might not win, but hey, I'm giving it a hell of a shot one way or the other. So hopefully, cross your fingers for some good luck. Hopefully I'll win a little GoPro award. It'll be something I'll put in my cap, because there's a lot of people submitting a lot of video to those guys. And I try and video a lot of things, and sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get the shots, and sometimes you don't. So I'll take it when I get the shots, man. Again, the Karma drone was doing amazing shots. I'm finally confident with my drone flying that I can get out there and know what I'm doing, and I really did add a good set. So if you want to go out, check out some of my latest footage of that. And then I did a new little, I don't even know what you call it, little project, little thrown together, you know, with the 3D printer, whatever you want you can make, right? So if you can design it and it'll fit on your tray. If it won't fit on your tray, you just make it in a couple pieces and then you glue it together, so you can still make big parts. But so I like running the Karma in follow mode, and wanted to do it again because the Mavic Air fails me with the follow. And so I wanted to create a little screen protector / button joystick protector, because I know they make those. Well, they kind of just make actually the joystick protector, so not so much what I'm doing, which is when I run it in follow mode, I have to leave the screen wide open, and so I'm trying to protect both. So I went and wanted to test out my little 3D print setup. You can go, hopefully I'll have that video up later this week. And it's a busy week. Got Thanksgiving, got Christmas isn't that far away, man. Christmas is coming. Looking forward to that. But yeah, that's cutting into things, because next week we're doing the Polar Express with the kids. Anyway, back to the topic. Hopefully later this week I'll have some of that footage with the mountain bike. That was another thing that the Hero 7 lit up for me, was I liked the chesty video and the vantage point, but I didn't like the video I got from it. I was always fighting with it, trying to make that look somewhat stable and not just blah. Because I could totally get so much better video on my helmet, because obviously I've got a better shock absorber with the neck, and it wasn't this choppy video. Like the chesty just never cut it, man. But it gets some sick stuff now. So that was part of what I tested yesterday too, is the Hero 7, the Hyper Smooth. Some pretty sweet chesty, and I like that vantage point again, because it gets your handlebars and some of the bike movement and the orientation. I should have done some of that at the dunes, because you don't really get the gist from the video of me chasing my buddy around, and how much you're throwing the bike and you're losing the bike and you're almost crashing and you save it. I would have if I'd been running the chesty, so I'm back in the chesty game. So thanks GoPro for. And what's funny is I got rid of my chesty back in the day, and then my kid bought me for my birthday. It was a hat clip and a chesty. I'm like, oh man, I don't run the chesty. But guess what? I popped it out of the package yesterday. So thanks, Jake, for the chesty. It came handy. I'll be using it a lot more. I'm looking forward to running the Hero 7 on the lake. I went back and watched some video, and I'm like, yeah, the 7's gonna do so much better for my GoPro water mount. It's gonna be dope. Looking forward to that. So yeah, back to whatever. I didn't have much to say, so I wanted to touch base. In case you want some, again, the business tips, it's just to put yourself out there and multi-threaded, man. Stay multi-threaded. I've been through a couple books. I'm on one called So Good They Can't Say No. Has some good concepts, some things I've believed in and actually felt like I've been doing, which is you don't go out daring to dream and like chase your dream. You build some solid work experience and try and build that, you know, and see where that goes. Plus hope that builds into something that becomes your dreams. But you don't just drop everything and chase your dreams. You build things, you get work experience, and you grow from that experience, and then you build that into other things, and then you grow from that, and then, you know, maybe it gets to your dream thing, maybe it doesn't. But it's a little safer, obviously, because you've got skills that are valuable. If you jump ship, just chase your dreams, and there's no value in it, then what did you do other than chase your dreams and find out there's no money in it? Because unfortunately, you gotta have money, you gotta make rent, pay for your new car, which I'm gonna have to get a new one someday, man. The old Ford's doing me right. About 250,000 miles on this thing. That was another one of the things about the time warp and the Hero 7. I've put it on my hood, and you video at night. It makes for some cool light shows, and with all the cars that you pass, and you put it on like a 15-second interval, maybe 10-second, and it's kind of fun. Anyway, So back to, you know, multi-thread, get yourself out there, have lots of stuff, because you never know. Just like the one reason I wanted the video today is you never know what you're going to wake up to, which is the more stuff you put out there, the more chances you have to have somebody or some contact or something be life-changing. And that goes with the motto of that book, where you're just doing things not with an end game in mind necessarily, but you're doing things that pay the bills and whatever, and that you like, but you're still paying the bills, and then something can happen. So I don't know if anything will come of the GoPro award. If it does and I win it, that would be epic. You know, get some sort of recognition for some footage that I thought was dope. It's always nice to have somebody like your stuff, let alone to think that GoPro and the amount of stuff they have submitted to them and pay attention to you out of all that. That says at least a little something. And plus they've got this win $1 million share of it. So if they use some of your footage in their Hero 7 kind of, I don't even know, because they've already released it, so I don't know what to call it, but they're putting together some footage that's just going to be an epic compilation like they usually do with their other cameras. If they use some of your footage in that epic compilation, I don't know, why does that sound so funny when I say that, compilation? You know, if they use your footage in there, then you share the $1 million split out between everybody that they, you know, got some of their footage in the video. So, well, you know, that's a stretch by all means to ever think that I'd make it into there. But if I do, it's all kept like Chris Johnson and Eli, the boys from the Dunes, and some of their sick whips or something. I don't know. I did get some good footage from that weekend. It was nice. And of course I'll film more, because that's what it is. It's kind of an addiction, a fun thing to do. So with that, talk politics and business. Life is pretty crazy right now, to be honest. But you know, you never should let it get you down. My dad always says, "Oh, I'll worry about this or that," and I'm like, you know what, Dad? I'll wake up and I'll worry about whatever, and I won't even be worried. I'll just take it on as it comes. It's like, if that's what's up, then I'll figure out what I got to do. I don't stress it. I don't recommend that anyone stress it day to day. But it's because I'm in a kind of a prepared place. So if anything, you know, have yourself in, you know, be in a place where you feel somewhat prepared for who knows what. That would be get yourself out of debt, things like that. I mean, the list could be long, and the list is generally very custom to who you are. But if you do have a lot of that stress in life, just get prepared, whatever that means. And then no matter what comes, you feel confident in what might be coming and what you can do about it. Because I feel super efficient in a lot of things. I feel like I can take care of my family and stuff if the worst came to worst in whatever situation. And so that's a comforting feeling. Recommend everybody try and get there for sure. I think we'll have some good years, so let's light it up, make it nice. Try to make that money for the next couple. I did get a new spout bender in. There's some more stuff to cover there, but I think I'm going to cut it short right now. We'll talk more about some of those other fun projects I've been trying to tune up with risk racing. So with that note, thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time on The Commute. Devil horns, my dad said that's the devil horns. And I'm part of the Illuminati with my devil horns.